Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan. For those of you joining for the first time today, guys, I want to just take a couple quick minutes here, talk about a couple things. All right, today, last day trading at the pre-reverse split numbers. Obviously, we saw that drop again today. Um, it again, and I'll say it again. All right, so I said it yesterday in my video. Today is going to be an interesting day. I also said in that video yesterday, I didn't know which direction it was going to be interesting in, and it was a down day. Now, guys, it doesn't surprise me, and it shouldn't surprise you, and it's just they're throwing everything they have at it, right? That's what their game is. They want you to sell. They need your shares. Don't forget that, okay? The biggest thing the biggest thing that I think has been talked about in this stock for a lot longer than like everybody that has a problem with Adam Aaron or the reverse split or the conversion or whatever it might be, well before that, everybody talked about the market makers, the hedge funds, all of the people that are the ones who are shorting the stock, right? Those are the true enemy, and we need to keep that in our minds. We need to keep in mind who we're actually up against, right? We're not up against the people that are trying to save the company. I'm not. Um, keep that in mind. Keep in mind who is doing this to the stock price, right? They need your shares. That doesn't change. The whole thing from the beginning is that they need your shares. That's why retail sets the price, because we own the float, so on and so forth. That was the basis of the whole play. Now, you keep that in your minds and don't let the FUD get to you about what might happen or what could happen because of previous reverse splits, right? Reverse splits are not always bad. They don't always mean a bad thing. Especially when the company that is having a reverse split has really good looking fundamentals, right? Like, yes, the fundamentals of AMC have not always looked good, but they are looking stronger than they have in a long time. And I mentioned this the other day. We're only a month and a half into this quarter, and we're already at the quarter two, almost at the quarter two numbers. That was the best quarter since pre-pandemic, right? So like the things of the company are moving in the right direction. Now, if we, with this reverse split, it brings that dollar price up. And there is a large group of investors that will then think to themselves, hey, let's get into the stock because of the fundamentals, right? A lot of us are not in this for the fundamentals, and I fully understand that. However, there are a group of investors that join into stocks, into trades. They will invest because of the fundamentals of a company, because it's a safe bet. And when you have a company like AMC that should have probably died, right? Like it should have died through COVID. There was a ton of other companies that died during COVID that were not internet-based companies that had no streams of revenue, that filed for bankruptcy and are now just barely hanging on by a string. The same thing should have happened to AMC. Yes, retail came in and saved the company, but it took more than us to keep the actual business side of it afloat and to not let the business side of it fail to the point where they needed to file bankruptcy, right? Like we helped. I'm not discounting that, right? Like we definitely saved the company. Adam Aaron has said that. He has vocalized that for a long time, and I don't think he would ever take that out of his sentences now. However, him and the board and other people, they have had to keep the company going, and they did a good job at it to ensure that they were not going to have to file bankruptcy or close their doors for good, right? So now we're at a position where more investors will want to join in because of the price per share, right? There's a lot of investors that will not invest in a price per share that's less than X dollar amount, and they'll get in at a higher dollar amount because it's a more safe bet, if you will, and it shows kind of where the company's at. So I'm not worried about the reverse split. I'm not worried that the reverse split is going to take away the squeeze from happening. MOAS is still going to happen. It's coming, guys. We don't have to worry about it. Tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up and we're going to see the reverse split numbers, right? And so those numbers are going to we're going to be looking at about $19.60 for the share price because of where we closed at today. All right. And tomorrow will be the last day of the ape trades. So tomorrow, again, I think is going to be interesting. Don't know which way it's going to go. I'm excited to find out, and I'm excited to be here with you. Guys, we got this, right? The shorts are all pretty much all the numbers of the short interest, the cost to borrow, like all that is still relatively close to where it was yesterday. There was a lot less shares borrowed today. So the cost to borrow average actually went down to like 784, I think is what I read. I'm pulling it up, 773. But there was still a max cost to borrow today of 1,000.06%. So they're still spending a bunch of money to short the stock down. Short interest is at 27.86. Utilization 99.23, right? So all the numbers are staying elevated. It's not changing, and it's not going to change. Guys, the shorts are desperate. They need your shares. Don't give them to them for a price you're not willing to give them to them for, right? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Don't let FUD get to you. I saw a post on Facebook earlier, and it was like they dropped the price so that the dividend that you're going to get is less than what it should have been. Guys, it's not a dividend. It's a settlement that we're getting, right? We're getting a share for what it is. So it's not it's not a dividend. All right? Don't let FUD get to you. Don't let these people post things on social media and have it affect you. There's a lot of people out there right now that are talking about how they are down, depressed, and whatever, and I get it. I feel for you. I'm there with you. Just know nothing's changed, right? Nothing has changed as far as how the play needs to go. You hold, you buy. You hold, you buy. You buy, you hold. They need your shares. They can't cover their shares without yours. Guys, it's as easy as that. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Let's get ready for tomorrow and stay positive, stay motivated, stay motivating. Later.